everyone, it's Rochelle and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another video for you guys, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I got this hair look from start to finish. I'm also going to show you how I beat my face. So this is a hair and a makeup tutorial. You guys have been asking for a makeup tutorial for a while as well, so here it is. I'm going to show you everything from start to finish. So if you want to see how I got this look, and this look was actually inspired by Doja Cat. So if you want to see how I got this look from start to finish, then please continue to watch. Alright, so let's get into this. I'm going to show you guys how I achieve the hair look before I do the makeup tutorial. So the hair that I'm using today, it's from Isee Hair, and all the hair info will be in the description box down below, like always. So I'm going to start off by making my wig. I'm not going to go into full details on how I made this wig because, honey, I have tons of wig making videos on my channel and the step is the complete same. Nothing has changed. And if you're new to my channel and you want to learn how to make a wig, check the description box down below. You'll see a full detailed video on how to make a wig, how to customize a wig. So this is what she's looking like now. She is all done. And the next step that we're going to do is we're going to tone the hair using the purple shimmer light shampoo. So I put the shampoo in a bucket of water and I'm going to put my wig in there because I want to pull out some of that yellow out of the hair. I'm going for a really nice pastel cotton candy pink today. So I want to get as much yellow out of this hair as I can. And again, if you're not new to my channel, you've seen me done this plenty of times before. So I'm just putting the hair into the purple shampoo water just to pull out that yellow and just to get more of a cool tone blonde. This is what the hair is looking like now. If you leave it in for too long, it can get really silvery, and if that's not the look you're going for, try not to leave it in there for too long. So this is the color that I'm using today. It's from Arctic Fox. This is called FROSE. I think that's what it's called. So as you can see, I'm putting the hair dye into this bucket right here, and then I'm going to go in with some water and pour some hot water into that because we're going to be doing the watercolor method today. Well, I'm going to attempt to do it. I've done it in the past and I love it. However, it is not working out with this hair color at all. Look at the hair. It's not even turning the color that I wanted to turn. Reason being, I think it's because this shade of pink is a very light shade of pink. It's already diluted, so it's not really doing anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just color this the old-fashioned way. And guys, before you ask me why didn't I just put more dye into the bucket of water, I could have done that, but I only had one bottle and I really want to make sure I get it all over this hair. So I went ahead and did this the old-fashioned way. However, I was having a bit of issue. I wasn't exactly getting the shade of pink that I wanted. It was looking more like a salmon pink and I wanted more like a cotton candy pink. So as you can see now, it looks super bright. That's because I actually mixed the color Froze and the color Virgin Pink together from Arctic Fox. So I mixed those two colors together, and then I'm going to go ahead and start applying this all over the hair. And now I'm getting the color that I want. It looks super pigmented, but I know when I wash it out, it's going to be really nice light cotton candy pink, exactly what I'm trying to achieve here. Now usually before you start coloring the hair, you want to test the color on a strand of hair. I know that I'm supposed to do that, but I was kind of lazy. I did not do that. If I done that, then I wouldn't run into so many mistakes while filming this video. So yes, I should have tested first. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply this all over the hair. When I'm getting closer to the lace, try to have a very light hand. Don't go too heavy-handed on the lace because you don't want to get the lace stain. I did protect my lace using Vaseline like always, so I apply Vaseline all over my lace. And a lot of you guys ask me, how do I get the Vaseline out? I usually use dish soap to get it out. So I use Dawn dish soap and it works perfectly to get it out. I don't really show that step a lot in my video because I usually wash this out in my laundry room or my kitchen, and my camera is just, I don't want to bring my camera all the way up there, but I might as well do it for the next time so I can show you guys how I do that. So this is how she's looking, and I'm gonna leave this hair dye on this hair for about an hour, and then I'm gonna step off camera and wash her out, and this is how she's looking. I got my cotton candy pink. I really love how it turned out. This is the pink that I wanted. So I'm just gonna go in now with my blow dryer and blow her out. Okay, so she's all done getting blown out, and this is how she looks when she is straightened with a flat iron. I only use the Ion hair serum in the hair, that's it. And I'm not gonna leave it straight because the look that we're going for today is inspired by Doja Cat, and she had her hair in very big crimps, very voluminous. So we're gonna leave it straight. So I'm gonna go in with my crimper. I don't really remember the name of it right now, but I will put it in the description bar down below. I got it at Sally's, and I'm gonna use the Got To Be hairspray as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold the crimper onto the hair for about 10 seconds, let it go, and then do the same again throughout the hair. And then I'm gonna go in with the hairspray and apply it. So the picture that I'm looking at of Doja Cat's hair, she had very, very big hair, big waves. It looked like it was achieved by a crimper, and the curls were not very defined. Like, they were very, very loose crimped. So that's the look that I'm going for. I don't want it to be super tight and super defined. I'm going to speed this part up of the video because it's very repetitive, and I'm doing the same thing all over and over again. And this is how she's looking when she's done. I'm going to go in with my Got To Be freeze spray, and now we're going to do the makeup look. So I applied my wig off camera. I have a wig application video. I will link it in the description bar down below. First things first, we're going to create those iconic Doja Cat eyebrow shape. We do not have the same eyebrow shape, so I'm gonna have to fake it till I make it. So her brows go straight across, and hers were a little bit shorter, so I could have made mine a little bit shorter, but I didn't. When I looked at the picture afterwards, I'm like, oh, I could have made it a little bit shorter. But I just made them very, very straight, and I try not to arch my brows at all. So now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I'm using the matte concealer. It is about a couple shades lighter than my skin tone, and I'm just going to use that to clean up and define the brows a bit more. I'm also going to apply that concealer all over that eyelid, and it's just going to act as a base for my eyeshadow as well. To set and lock that concealer into place, you're going to use some setting powder. It doesn't matter what brand it is. You can use any setting powder. So now we're going to move on to the KKW Beauty Matte Eyeshadow Palette. And I'm going to take the light brown shades and I'm going to pop that into my crease, creating a transition shade. So I'm going to use a big fluffy blending brush. This one is from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collection. I've had it forever. I really love this brush. I'm creating more of a contoured shape to the eye. So I'm bringing that down to the nose as well, and then I'm going to go in with just a tad bit of concealer, just a little bit, just to clean up the eyelids. So I don't want a very super defined clean cut crease look. I just want to clean up that lid just a little bit. Next, I'll be using the Amrezy Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to grab the eyeshadow Wasted. It's a very light matte pink. It's more like a nude tone pink, and I'm just going to pat this all over the eyelid with my whatever this brush is. I don't even know the name of it. So I'm just patting this on the eyelid. Now I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow Barb. I just pointed to the wrong eyeshadow, by the way, guys. So I'm using Barb all over the eyelid. I use Wasted kind of like a base, and I'm going to go on top with Barb, which is more of a iridescent shimmer like pink shadow. However, my camera is not really doing it much justice, and it's not really showing up the shimmer that well. And then I'm going to use my favorite eyeliner, Ride or Die NYX Matte Black Liquid Liner, and I'm going to create a wing liner. If you know me, you know I hate creating my wing liner on camera because it is really hard to do it on camera, okay? But I'm trying to show you guys how I do my wing liner. So I start off by making the wing very, very small on the inside and then thicker on the outer corner. I'm going to go in with some lashes. These are Lily lashes in Miami, and I'm just going to pop those babies on. These are the most dramatic ones I had for the look. Doja Cat had really dramatic lashes, but this is as dramatic as I had in my collection. Alright, so we're going to move on to the face, and I'm using the orange concealer from MAC. This is their MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and I'm going to use the orange to make some correction. I do have a bit of dark circles, and I'm going to apply it under the eyes to cancel out the darkness. If you don't have any dark circles or dark spots, skip this step. You don't need it. Moving on to foundation. I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC44, and I'm going to apply this all over my face with a blending sponge. The sponge that I'm using is by Dose of Colors. I just started using the sponge, and guys, I don't really like this sponge that much. I feel like it's way too big for my face, and I'm just going to stick to my original blender. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer. I'm using the Too Faced concealer in the shade Warm Honey, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight. So I apply it under my eyes, down my nose, center of my forehead. We're about to snatch this face. For my contour, I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC50. So I use a foundation to do my contour. You can also use a cream product or powder, whatever works best for you. I applied in the hollows of my cheek, along my forehead, my jawline, and down my nose as well. And you guys, I always use these products because these are like my go-to, my favorite products. I've tried a lot of products over the years. I always keep coming back to these same products. For this look, I want it to be full coverage, so that's why I'm using my Max Beauty Fix Fluid Foundation. Haven't used that one in a very long time, but I'm going for a full coverage look. So as you can see, I'm using that sponge to blend out my highlight. Then I'm going to go in with a dual fiber MAC brush and just blend out my contour as well. And I'm also going to go in with the sponge as well just to blend out the contour so there are no harsh lines whatsoever. And as for my wig, I try to avoid getting any foundation or contour into my lace because if I get makeup onto the lace, it's going to look like a hot raggedy mess. So try to avoid that. Hey girl, that's my daughter Tanea. She wants to say hi. And then yeah, so just go ahead and blend out all that highlighter and concealer. And the reason why I don't really like this sponge, I feel like it's really hard to blend out the nose contour. So I'm just going to go in with a brush and try to blend out my nose contour as well. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder in the shade. I think this is the banana shade. Yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and snatch them cheeks. So I'm going to put this under my contour and on the side of my nose to bake and slay my face. As for my under eyes, I do not bake my under eyes because if I bake my under eyes, it's going to look dry, dusty, and just, this is not look cute. So I do set it with some powder, but I don't bake that area. So I leave this powder on for about, let's say 10 minutes, and then I dust away all that excess powder because honey, we don't need this anymore. We are done baking and slaying. And just to make my cream contour a bit more defined, I go in with a powder and I'm using the Jouer powder contour, and I'm just going to pop this into the hollows of the cheeks. I also apply this along my forehead area as well, and I usually use my sponge just to blend it out so I don't see any harsh lines because I saw some right above my brows there, but we're going to brush that out. We're not going to leave it like that. For blush, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio. This is their peach tone blush, and I'm just going to apply this on the apples of my cheeks and along my forehead. Now I'm going to move on to completing my brows. I'm going to go back in with my brow pencil just to fill in the top of the brows, keeping the brow shape still straight. And the brow pencil that I use is Benefit's My Precisely Brow Pencil. It's my favorite. I also added a dark brown shadow into the crease as well. So I went back into the Amrezy palette and I grabbed the darkest shade of brown and pop it into my crease. Now I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter and I'm just going to pop that at the inner corner of my eyes to brighten up the inner corner because Doja Cat did have highlighter, or she had shimmer on the inner corner of her eyes. And I also popped that along my nose and create that little, you know, light bulb thing at the end of the nose. So I'm going to go in with a nude eyeliner pencil. From the looks of it, she was wearing a white eyeliner pencil, but I only had nude. So I went in with a nude pencil to line my waterline, and then I went in with a brown shadow from the palette as well and run it along my bottom lash line. She also had bottom lashes, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna have to make the best with my mascara. So I went in with my mascara and I'm just going to add a lot of mascara to my itty bitty tiny non-existent lashes on the bottom. Moving on to the lips, I'm going to take my favorite lip liner. This is a MAC Cork, a No Surprise Hair, and I'm going to line my lips. Her lips were very lined and very defined, so you can still see that line. And I'm going to go in with a pinky nude lip matte liquid lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I will list the name of all the products used in this video, so if I forgot to name anything, don't worry, I got you. Look in the description box down below. And I'm also going to apply some highlighter to the cheek and some lip gloss. This one is a Fenty gloss. And this is pretty much the completed look. So this is the hair, this is the makeup. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know if you want to see more makeup tutorials in my hair videos, and I'll definitely do them. And usually I like to change my clothes for my intro, but I'm not going to change. I'm just going to stay in my robe because, honey, we're not going anywhere. I'm going straight to my living room. So yes, this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of it. I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Bye.